Look, Tom Kennedy has been a preseason warrior 2 seasons in a row now.
Do not blow your wad over Tom Kennedy, please. All he is coming to a practice squad near you. Go to the practice squad where you belong. You suck.
But Funchess is what really impressed me because he's not a world beater, or I'm not blowing my wad. We saw that fade to him in the end zone.
But I love Funchess as a backup tight end.
Tom Kennedy for Roquan Smith straight up.
Oh my God.
I love it. We're sticking on Lions, guys. This is what we're getting into. That was the topic of the weekend. Plenty of NFL football. And also plenty of Devin Funchess and Tom Kennedy making plays as well. You saw it in the preseason opener. Devin Funchess is a guy that we talked about, and Stick, we made a joke. We're like, listen, he's going to have little to no impact. But I'm saying it right now. He looked damn good.
Tight end too.
Tight end too. And he's like a flex wide receiver. The guy looked good in the end zone. He threw that basically the go route. Just threw it up for him. Go get it. Funchess got it. And he looked impressive. But another one was Tom Kennedy. And this is a guy who's fighting for just to be on the depth chart for the Detroit Lions. And Dan Campbell said it best. He's reliable. It's a guy you can trust. And I think that's what Tom Kennedy is. You saw flashes of him last year. I don't think we'll see Tom Kennedy in the regular season unless there's injuries. But certainly, you love the depth. That's the point of preseason. But Adam, watching preseason, you got to watch Devin Funchess. You got to watch Tom Kennedy. What are some things you took away from those two guys, and can they be a factor come the regular season?
Look, Tom Kennedy has been a preseason warrior 2 seasons in a row now, okay? I'm not trying to discredit him, but the wide receiver room is too stacked. I think Brock Wright at tight end is interesting. I think he'll probably play more fullback, actually, in my opinion. And you've seen it with the cut today. One of the fullbacks got cut,
Yep.
And obviously Cabinda is a maybe at this moment. But I love Funchess as a backup tight end. But they did draft one, right? He was coming off a torn ACL, so we'll see how that progresses. But Funchess, why not? Does it hurt you? Probably not going to line up in run blocking scenarios. But as a red zone threat, it gives you a creative option. It's not you're going to target him every single time you're in the red zone. But
Right.
I didn't mind it. I thought Funchess looked okay. He got up and got his touchdown. Obviously, that was nice to see. But at the end of the day, Tom Kennedy may be the 5th best wide receiver on the Lions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not taking away much from his performance.
One thing I took away too, and I love seeing guys like Devin Funchess or last year Brock Wright make plays, because you got to look at who's the OC. It's Ben Johnson, a guy who's been a tight ends coach. He's been a wide receivers coach. If anybody can make Devin Funchess better, even better, because he took that year off from playing football, it's Ben Johnson. And Brock Wright, you saw him on Raw. Plenty of players give credit to Ben Johnson for putting them in the right situations offensively. And I think Ben Johnson's going to have some fun using toys like Devin Funchess and maybe Tom Kennedy. I still don't think he'll play in the regular season. But, hey, Michigan guy, Devin Funchess, you're a Michigan guy, Sam Flannel. What'd you take away from Devin and Tom Kennedy?
I mean, first of all, yes, I was a big fan of Devin Funchess at Michigan, and he is proven. He was a pretty good player for the Carolina Panthers. He was on that team where Cam Newton won the MVP and they made the Super Bowl. He looked pretty impressive, and there's not a lot of tight end depth. I mean, Brock Wright, you never know. I don't count on him being the second string tight end, so that could be Devin Funchess' to lose. Yeah. Tom Kennedy, on the other hand, though, here's the thing. I want to address this to all Lions fans, and I'm actually pleading. Do not blow your wad over Tom Kennedy, please. Do not blow your wad over Tom Kennedy. And I'm talking more to my good friend Tom Mazaway also. Please, because all he is coming to a practice squad near you. His best quality is that he's scrappy. Tom Kennedy is Zach Zenner, is Justin Abelkader, is Don Kelly. That's all it is. Just like another folk hero, scrappy dude who can't play worth crap.
You leave Don Kelly alone.
He is not going to be on this roster. He should not, and especially in this wide receiver, there's so much wide receiver depth. Tom Kennedy should not be on the regular season roster. Go to the practice squad where you belong. You suck.
Hey, Sam, oh my goodness.
That's Maz after Malik Willis' preseason performance.
Oh, the spooky goes.
And that's Lions fans.
That's a great
Lions fans after Tom Kennedy's performance. You can zoom in a little more.
No, you don't need to do that.
Oh, we need to see this.
My God. You do not need to do that. All right.
That's a great episode.
You get the point. You get the point.
So, first of all, shout out my guy Joel Zumaya for following me back on Instagram. Just got the notification. That's pretty cool. But at SpammoRex if you want to follow. But I'm I'm not blowing my wad, as Sam would say, but I like what I saw. I mean, the guy's a possession receiver. He went out there, made plays. We saw he has that gadget play in him. Last year, we saw him throw a touchdown to Khalif Raymond.
That's
so
true.
That can bring something in a Ben Johnson offense. I'm not saying this guy's gonna come out there and receive for 800 yards or anything like that. But as a guy who's your sixth, sixth receiver, depending on if Cephas is healthy or not. He's a solid piece. He's not a world beater, or I'm not blowing my wad by him for any means. But I like what he did, and what Funchess is what really impressed me, because we saw that fade to him in the end zone where he went up there just baby boyed the receiver, took it off of his head and scored. We saw him hurdle that guy on the sidelines.
Yeah.
We saw him make a couple nice catches and run after the catch. The guy used to be a receiver, but before that, he was a tight end. He was a tight end in Michigan, and then he came and played receiver. So he's got the skills to do it. Maybe he just needed a new place, wanted to come back home, see some people, do some things. I know somebody personally connected to Devin Funchess, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. But it's they might have a child or something. But it's
speaking of blowing loads, go on, Spence.
yeah. But no, I think Funchess could make a serious case for that tight end 2 spot if. Depending, Brock Wright doesn't really do it for me. He's a solid guy, but he's nothing flashy. I like what Adam said about, maybe him playing fullback, maybe seeing what's going there. James Mitchell is the guy that we got. Hopefully he can be something, but he is injured. He's coming. So Funchess can fill right in there and be, imagine a red zone set with Funchess on one side, Hawkinson on the other side, and then you got J-Mo and DJ Chark that.
St. Brown.
That's a
dynamic running.
Yeah,
look, we always talk about this. This is why Ben Johnson. I keep saying Ben Johnson because of this. I'm sorry, he's going to get a job at the end of the year. Someone's going to interview him. And how do you not? The league is going towards young, offensive-minded coaches.
But I do want to get in some comments because I saw one that I just couldn't let slide. Sam Arker says there is no difference between Kennedy and Wes Walker.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he said JK though, but that's the blowing the load, as Sam would say, of Lions fans getting excited. Wad, whatever it is. You said Harold Williams says Tom Kennedy on the trade block. Who in the hell go trade for him? Yeah. So much hate. I laughed at this one.
Bill Belichick would trade for him.
Yeah, and you make him work. You make him work. Tom Kennedy would blend in over there. There is another comment that I died at. It was if someone, and I can't remember the username, but it said Tom Kennedy on the Bears would be instantly the wide receiver 2.
Yes, that's 100% true.
I agree with that statement. What about you, Sam? You hear that? Is Tom Kennedy wide receiver 2 on the Bears?
I mean, I think they have Tajay Sharp. I think he's a little bit better than Tom Kennedy, but that is one of the things, if I'm being dead serious, this wide receiver core for the Lions is way too deep for a guy like Tom Kennedy. The one who should be worrying about getting phased out is a guy like Quintez Cephas or Khalif Raymond, not Tom Kennedy. Tom Kennedy has zero chance of making the opening day roster.
Tom Kennedy for Roquan Smith, straight up.
Oh my God.
I love it. On Madden, it might work. I mean, Tom Kennedy, we do a little swap, Roquan, Tom Kennedy.